What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran. I hope you guys are still alive. I am, unfortunately, but I'm going to make the best of it, and we are going to be taking a look at the Libra energy for the month of May 2021. So Libra, we're going to be taking a look at your energy for the month, your love life, and then your career. Okay, Libra, so let's get started without further ado. I don't get to say that enough without further ado. It's a good thing to say. It's fun, French. All right, let's take a look, Libra. So what's going on with you guys? Energy. So dear spirit, what's going on with Libra for the month of May? Energetically, what's their energy going to be like? Let's take a look. Let's see. Maybe it'll be fun. Nope. Five of Wands, first position, okay? So this is an energy of combativeness, jealousy, anger, fighting, infighting, conflict, okay? But as an energy, this is kind of saying things are tense this month, May, okay? So during May, you may experience some conflicting energies, okay? There may be a series of ups and downs. One day you may feel like you have control over things. The next, maybe it feels like people are kind of trying to cave you in, get your back against the wall, that type of energy. I feel like this is going to be that kind of energy where it's just kind of up and down and it's kind of day to day. And so you're going to have to be careful about that. But this is only the first card of the month, so we can take a look and see what other kind of cards we can get. But just that, be warned that you might be in energy where you feel a little bit more like, you know, kind of barking back, a little bit more conflict, stuff like that. So there could be some stuff to watch out for. So just pay attention to that. Five of Wands is very temporary, though. So the challenges that you may face this month energetically, of that up and down kind of stuff, that may feel... that may change some days, and it doesn't mean it's going to be anything horrible, okay? Because we have the Four of Swords coming out in the second position, okay? So we actually do have a lot of resting energy. Now, that being said, this dog, Fenrir, is supposed to bring about Armageddon towards Valhalla in Norse mythology, Ragnarok. But he's all chained up. He's got his rope on him, right? Which is fun. Sounds, you know, it's cool if you're into that. And he's got a sword in his mouth, and so he's not really going anywhere. Because the idea is, Libra, that this month you may feel a need to rest, okay? Because there's an energy of recuperation and in returning something to you, okay? And especially if there's this Five of Wands energy going on, some conflicts and some up and down energy, then your mental and spiritual rest is going to be the most important thing for you guys this month. So keep that in mind, that there is going to be some healing for you guys this month, but it may slow you down, especially with that Five of Wands energy kind of taking its toll if it's a day-to-day thing. If one day it's up, the next it's down, and then the day after that is up, and that's going to really wear you down, okay? So you're really going to want to keep that Four of Swords in mind to give yourself the proper rest, okay? It does seem like there is going to be some healing, though. And then finally, we have the Nine of Coins in your energy. So by the end of the month, it feels like this up and down is to try and help you find some kind of material balance in your life, a grounded kind of energy. You can see this guy eating a watermelon with a bird on it. Not exactly the most sanitary thing to do, but, you know, if he's into it, that's fine. Watermelon's watermelon. I can't really blame him. It's a delicious fruit. I wish I had watermelon right now, but I don't, and that's life. But for you guys in the month of May, it does seem like there is going to be some real stability and some... something along the lines of kind of like feeling like you deserve a lot more. So this up and down energy and even this resting might really get you into a place where you kind of know your worth and what it is that you want out of life, especially because the Nine of Coins is very much about living in your own abundance and living with the idea that you deserve what it is that you have around you, okay? So there's a grounded energy coming in for you guys by the end of May. That's going to allow you guys to probably appreciate your life a little bit more. So I think this Five of Wands and Four of Swords is really trying to take you to a place where you can get into that energy, and sometimes that's how journeys and life works, is you have to go up and down to really find out what it is that can keep you balanced, okay? Because it's not the same for everybody, right? Okay, so let's get into your love life, Libra. So what is going on with Libra's love life for the month of May? All right, we have the Six of Swords. So going away, moving away from negativity, okay? So some of you may even be leaving relationships just because you have all these harsh waters and you have the calmness in front of you. So if you're not leaving a relationship, you're leaving behind a negative time. So if you're in a relationship, you're leaving behind the past. And if you're single, this is about moving into a new mental attitude, okay? Moving into something that you feel good about. Okay, so this may even just be a perception change for the way that you look at love or the way that you look at potential partners. Okay, but it seems like any negativity and self and doubt is really going to kind of start to move away from you. And I think that you're going to be the one that kind of really paddles that along. All right, and you have this woman here and this child. So I always kind of think of this card as kind of even taking care of your inner child a lot in regards to love. Okay, so taking care of your inner needs first before you're really doing that with somebody else, and that's going to help you move away from negativity. Because it's impossible to like forgive people or to move away from negativity when you think about it from the external. It's very, very hard to do anyway, and it's almost always much more positive and smoother when you look at it from your own perspective. And I think looking at it from a child's point of view, how you would treat a kid if you had one, or how you'd want to be treated as a child, helps people perform much better in their life. Okay, but in any case, we'll see what else we got going on for you guys. Moving away from negativity is a good sign. So what else do we have for Libra's love life in May? Yeah, we have the strength card. So yeah, there is the need to move forward. Okay, Five of Wands and Four of Swords in your energy. It makes sense the strength would be down here. So you can see this lady doing some weird shit with this crocodile line. I don't know what you would call that. A crying maybe, or a locodile. But in any case, this red-haired lady is taming the beast. Okay, that's essentially the theme of this card. All right, it's taming your inner beast, taming your desires. Okay, so for many of you, this may be a trial going on here, and you're gonna have to contain yourself. For some of you, that's gonna be containing your sex drive a lot, and maybe not getting it as much as you'd like. I understand that totally. And that's why they invented porn or imagination. But in any case, you guys are going to have to temper your wild side a little bit more, okay? Now, this doesn't have to necessarily translate towards sex, but your innate human desires, which are completely natural and normal, may not be getting what they need at this time during the month of May. Could be because of COVID. Could be because of separation. It could be because you're single. But for those of you who are in a relationship, speaking of separate of that, for some of you, it is going to be more of finding the strength to continue either in your relationship, because there may be trials and tests and things like that. But just as a general energy for any kind of situation, there's an energy of having to find the strength to move forward in a situation. So take that as it resonates. Apply it to your own situation, okay? But let's take one last look to see how that is going to shape up for you guys. Major Arcana with the Strength card implies that whatever it is going to require some courage and the necessary willpower to move forward, okay? And the idea is that you kind of do have it within you to do that. So find, again, like I was kind of saying up here, find a reason to feel balanced, okay, Libra? And that's kind of what your whole thing is about as an astrological sign anyway. Not that I give too much importance to astrology in the sense that it determines every waking moment of our life, but sort of generally speaking, you guys are balancing, right? That's the whole thing. So, yeah, well, look at that. We have the Hangman, okay? So this is about being suspended in a limbo phase. So your love life is like this, I don't want to say stagnant in the month of May, but it's, again, with that Strength card, it's like having to move through a situation that you're just unsure where it's really headed, okay? So again, if you're separated from your partner because of COVID or because of some other extenuating circumstances, then this would make sense, right? It's the Strength having to wait, test during the separation, like really having to be strong for each other. If you're in a relationship but there's things that like you've been through arguments or things like that, or if you're single and just nobody in your life, it's you're kind of wondering like, when's all this stuff going to end? But with that Six of Swords moving into the Strength and the Hangman, it's more suggestive that whatever your situation is, there's some sort of trial going on in your love life, and that you guys are having to move through it, even though it seems like things aren't physically on the outside moving in the direction you'd like, okay? And it's just a temporary energy. It's just the month of May. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes, and that makes sense with your energy, because again, Five of Wands, Four of Swords, you have this up and down, but needing to heal and rest, okay? So it seems like your love life is almost on hold, so to speak, in favor of trying to find a proper balance, okay? That word is coming through quite a lot into my brain during this reading, okay? All right, but let's take a look at your career and your money, Libra. We'll see what's going on there, see if we get something a little bit more positive. What's going on, Spirit, with Libra's career this month of May? Okay, we have the High Priestess, so more Major Arcana energy, more secrets, more things that are being hidden. It's like that Hangman, things not really moving forward. So there's probably something in your career or your money situations that you're maybe not seeing. So If you have a bad pattern with spending money, you having to use your intuition and meditate on how to make more money or how to find a better job or finding out what it is that you want to do. Okay, meditation coming through. So spirit or me working through spirit, however you want to look at it, is really trying to get you to understand that the secrets, the meditation, using meditation for your career, to find out what it is that you need to do or want to do, is going to be the most beneficial to you at this time, because it's kind of saying that you have the answers. Also, though, with the High Priestess, there are secrets that you aren't really meant to know at this time. So that's why you meditate to really get as close as you can to the truth. Because if you just kind of go about your day trying to make everything like a logical problem solve, then it doesn't work all the time, okay? Especially if you're on some kind of spiritual journey, if you go through a spiritual awakening, things of that nature, it's not necessarily it's not necessarily a logical process, okay? Sometimes you need logic and rationale to make decisions, but it seems like in your career and your money life, you're going to need to rely on your intuition, okay? And that, for those of you who don't know, has to do with with the small voice in your head, okay? So we do go into the Ten of Coins. So as we move from the High Priestess to the Ten of Coins, it does feel like there is this solution, or there is this happy ending. There is something beautiful. Like this guy, this dog man, is completely taken care of by his whole family. Very comfortable. Ten of Coins is like having everything you need. The family's happy. The home is good. The money's coming in. The job's great. So it's this ultimate completion of sorts, and it's there for you. It's readily available for you during the month of May. This could be a job, it could be how you spend money, it could be a new hobby that makes money. Take it as it resonates, but the idea here is that you're going to have to use your intuition to get to this problem, okay? Or to get to the solution for the problem, I mean. Because there is this really good happy ending for you guys, and with the High Priestess, it's saying it's kind of being kept from you. And you kind of want to figure out why it's being kept for you. Do you have any issues going on around money? Do you feel like money isn't important? Do you have a negative attitude towards money? Because I grew up like that, negative attitudes towards money, and I struggled with money for the most of my life, okay? So, and that doesn't mean I'm like rolling in money. I'm not, but I wish I was, but I still have issues there. That's the whole point. Blockages, things, right? And so using your intuition to get around those things, or figuring out what it is that you really want to do, or maybe you already kind of know what you want to do, but you don't trust it enough, okay? Yeah, look at that. You have the Eight of Swords. I didn't even see this card. It's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. The Eight of Swords is about being trapped in fear, okay? It's this. So the story behind this card, behind this naked donkey girl, which is actually her name. Not the naked part isn't, but on the card it's Donkey Girl, which sounds like a really good idea for a movie. But in any case, we'll put a pin in that. But the story behind this card is that she escaped from this castle like long ago for important reasons, and go into this cave to hide out. But she's been there so long she doesn't know if she's allowed to leave. Okay, so she's essentially gotten used to the idea of being in fear, and that keeps you trapped there. Okay, so the idea here is there's something you guys are afraid of doing, Libra, a path of taking, of an uncertainty of not knowing, and that is keeping you guys trapped. You can see she's thinking, okay? So you guys are going to have to really solve this with your intuition. There is no other way to get around this in your career. There's nobody's coming to magically help you out, okay? That's not what's coming in. This is a completely individual response towards whatever problem you are facing in your life, in your career. And look, it translates into your love life as well, and it translates into your energy. Okay, you do have the Nine of Coins up here, and you have the Ten of Coins down here, but what happens is that your energy is like up and down, so a little bit unbalanced, and that's why the Four of Swords is trying to say rest, okay, because you want to get to that Nine of Coins. And in your love life, there's the Hangman, which is to represent like something not really moving forward. And then in your career, you have this High Priestess and the Eight of Swords, which is saying like there's something keeping you trapped, and you need to use your intuition to get towards the happy ending, which is this Ten of Coins, which is available to you. It's there as long as you guys do the work, do what I'm trying to suggest to you guys. And it doesn't have to be strict meditation. People really hate meditation for some reason. Well, the mind does. I don't. It's just, I get it. It's a hard thing to kind of get into, but once you do it, it makes perfect sense. And my point of just prattling on about meditation is that this looks like for the energy for you guys is that there's answers within you, not outside of you. Okay, and it looks like all of your life is kind of got these ups and downs, every part of your life, because there's something being hidden from you with this high priestess, and that specifically has to do with your stability. Okay, because we take a look at career and money, but what does that mean? It's your root chakra. It's your ability to survive in the world and make yourself known, okay? Especially in Western society where there's this idea of having to be productive to be successful, okay? And maybe that idea, I believe, is false, all right? So even having to rework that idea. But whatever it is that's going on with you guys, your basic needs of survival seems to be the hugest problem. Just being on Earth in general and knowing what to do with your time and your energy, and that is translating, that's translating into your love life, and your energy translates down as well because it's Five of Wands and Four of Swords. So a lot of combative energy, ups and downs, and again, it's trying to lead you towards abundance, and it's trying to get you to this like awesome Ten of Coins, but there's a lot of fear in the way and uncertainty about the future with the Hangman, secrets that you really aren't aware of, and just energy that makes you feel drained. Okay, so pay attention to that. Make sure you're getting rest this month and making sure you meditate. The Four Swords and the High Priestess in one reading is saying at the very least you guys need to be still. You guys need to just write down your feelings or your thoughts, or meditate or introspect, or just be still and just relax if you can. Because that's really going to help you, because there's some fear that's stopping you, Libra. Okay, so wasn't the most positive reading for the month of May. In either case, you don't have to let it worry you too much, because the idea is that you can kind of change these things. These are just like a forecast for weather, so if you find out that it's raining outside, don't go outside if you don't want to deal with that, or bring an umbrella or whatever, okay? So I hope this reading did resonate. I hope you guys are able to move past any negativities that are coming up in this reading, and I wish you guys the best, and we will talk soon. All right, Libra, have a wonderful rest of your week. All right, guys, bye-bye.